Did you know in 2018 a face started appearing in children's videos? It wasn't part of the video, and it wasn't supposed to be there. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and watch until the end. So you don't see the face. People called it Momo, a distorted woman with bulging eyes and a frozen smile. At first it showed up between cartoons, telling kids to message a number. Those who claimed to respond said the messages knew personal details, names, addresses, school schedules. Then came the instructions. Harmless at first, then darker. Parents around the world panicked. Videos were pulled, accounts vanished, and suddenly, Momo disappeared. Authorities said it was a hoax, no confirmed harm, no real source, but the original sculpture still exists, and new sightings keep appearing under different names. Maybe Momo was fake, or maybe it was something else entirely. The real question is, why did it know who was watching? In the early 2000s, an image called smile.jpg started appearing in email chains. It showed a dog sitting in a dark room with human-like eyes and a smile that didn't belong on any animal. People who opened the image reported headaches, nightmares, and hearing whispers, telling them to spread the file. Some said the dog would appear in their dreams closer each night. If they refused to send it to someone else, the dog wouldn't stop smiling. A few users claimed they woke up to find the image open. On their screen, even though their computer was off, every copy of smile.jpg is slightly different. Different room, different eyes, but the same smile. The original image was supposedly deleted. But if that's true, why are people still receiving it? If you've seen it, it's too late. A babysitter was watching two kids late at night. The parents were out. After putting them to bed, she sat on the couch, but something felt off. Before this gets darker, like this video, subscribe, and watch till the end. Across the room was a large clown statue. Staring directly at her, uncomfortable, she called the parents. She asked if she could cover it with a blanket. There was silence on the phone. Then the father said, "Take the kids and leave the house. We don't own a clown statue." The babysitter grabbed the children and ran outside. Police arrived minutes later and searched the home. What she thought was a statue was a man in a clown costume. He'd been standing completely still, watching her the entire time. People in this town all knew the rule. If you hear whistling at night, pay attention to how far away it sounds. One night, he heard it drifting through the trees behind his house. Soft, slow, it sounded far away. That's when he made the mistake. He relaxed. Because the rule says, if the whistling sounds distant, it means the whistler is close. Very close. The sound never changed, never got louder, never got quieter. Just steady. He shut the window and tried to sleep. Then he heard it again. Inside the house, same distance, same tune. Frozen in bed, he remembered the last part of the rule. If the whistling stops, don't move, don't breathe. Because it's standing still too, listening. And the last sound he heard before it went silent was the whistling coming from behind his bedroom door. The boy first noticed the clown because it never moved. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and watch till the end. So this doesn't happen to you every night. It stood at the far edge of the yard. Face pale, mouth stretched into a smile that didn't look painted. It looked strained. The next night, it was closer. Not walking, not leaving footprints. Just closer. By the third night, it stood beneath his window, its head tilted too far to one side, as if it was listening. Did the boy breathe? The clown never knocked, never waved. It only smiled wider each time the boy tried to scream. When the boy told his parents, they laughed it off, until the night his mother heard soft tapping on the glass, not from outside, but from inside the room. In the morning, the window was open, the bed was empty, and carved deep into the wall above the mattress, as if done with fingernails, were the words, "You saw me first." They never found the boy. But years later, new families move in, and sometimes their children wake up and see the clown smiling out the window. Would you let the clown in? They say the mimic doesn't break in. It's invited, and once you acknowledge it, it never leaves. Evan learned that the night he heard his sister call his name. From the hallway, it sounded exactly like her. Same tired voice, same laugh at the end of his name. So he answered. From upstairs, his phone vibrated. A message from his sister. "I'm not outside your room. Don't open the door." Evan didn't move. The voice spoke again, closer now. It copied her breathing, copied the way she paused between words. But it made one mistake. Its voice got deeper, almost demonic as it asked, "Why are you scared of your sister, Evan?" His sister never did that. She never sounded like that. The handle began to turn anyway. Slow, careful, like it was learning. Evan stayed silent until morning. But not because he was hiding, but because he disappeared. But they say the mimic doesn't leave once it's heard you. And Evan was never seen again after that night. That's why if someone calls your name at night, and something inside you feels wrong, don't answer. Because it only needs your voice once to learn how to sound like you forever. The parents thought the attic was empty until the doll moved on its own. Their daughter kept hearing whispering above her room. They blamed pipes and old wood. Then one morning, a porcelain doll was sitting at the top of the attic stairs. It looked dusty and old, but its head was slightly tilted. Like it was watching them, they locked it away. The whisper stopped, but the next day the doll was in the hallway. Facing the child's bedroom, that night, the parents searched the attic. They couldn't believe what they found behind a loose wall panel. They found food wrappers, a blanket, and drawings of the doll standing on the stairs. Every drawing showed it lower and closer. The police said the doll wasn't haunted. It was a test. Whoever was hiding in the attic used it to see how far they could come down. Before someone noticed, the whispering wasn't coming from the house. It was someone trying to come for their daughter. When I was a kid, my parents warned me never to go near the ice cream truck after dark. I thought they were just trying to scare me. Before this gets creepy, like this video, subscribe and comment ice cream. So this doesn't happen to you. But in my town, kids started disappearing. No witnesses, no screams, just bikes left in driveways, and doors left open. The only thing people noticed, every time a kid vanished, the ice cream truck had been nearby. Parents said the driver never got out, never spoke. Just sat there while the music played, slow, distorted, wrong. One kid said he looked inside the truck once. There was no freezer, no ice cream, just hooks and stains that wouldn't wash away. The truck vanished before police could trace it. No arrests, no bodies found. But years later, former missing kids started turning up in freezers, wrapped, preserved. So if you ever hear an ice cream truck late at night and it stops outside your house, don't check the window because it already knows where you live. A man started tweeting about a ghost in his apartment. Millions watched it happen in real time. In 2017, illustrator Adam Ellis said a childlike ghost appeared in his dreams. The boy had a dented skull and one eye missing. He introduced himself as Dear David. David said you could only ask him 2 questions. Adam asked how he died. David answered, an accident. When Adam asked the second question, David went silent. Then the dream stopped and the haunting moved into the real world. His apartment door opened by itself. Chairs were moved while he was gone. His cat stared at empty corners and refused to enter rooms. One night, Adam took a photo of his hallway, and in the darkness, David was standing there. Followers begged him to leave the apartment, but when he did, David followed. Then suddenly, the update stopped, and no one knows if David left or if he finally got his last question. A teenage girl was left home alone for the first time. Her parents left her one comfort, her loyal dog. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and watch till the end, so this doesn't happen to you. That night, she let him sleep under her bed. Like always, before drifting off, she reached down and felt his warm tongue lick her fingers, safe, protected. But at 2 a.m., she woke to a sound, drip, 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 coming from the bathroom. Too scared to look, she reached down again. The dog licked her hand. Everything's okay, go back to sleep. But the dripping wouldn't stop. Drip, drip, drip. When morning finally came, she walked to the bathroom and screamed. Her dog, hanging from the shower rod, throat cut. Blood dripping into the tub, and on the mirror, written in blood, humans can lick too. The thing under her bed was never her dog. This boy was awake in his room when he heard his dad's voice. Except it wasn't his dad at all. Make sure to like this video. Subscribe and comment safe so this doesn't happen to you. It said their name. Soft, calm, familiar. The kid answered. There was a pause, then the voice repeated exactly what the kid had just said. Same tone, same timing. The kid stopped talking. The voice kept going anyway. Started saying things the kid hadn't said out loud. Things they had only thought. Then the voice said, "You're holding your phone. Your hands are shaking." The kid's phone buzzed. A message from their dad downstairs. "I need you to listen carefully. That thing isn't me. It learns your voice by copying it." The door handle clicked. The voice outside whispered, "He's lying. Open the door." The dad sent one last message. Run before it's too late. The next day, the police came and there was no sign of the boy or his father. What would you do in this situation? There's a ritual called the midnight game, and once you start it, you're not allowed to quit. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and watch till the end so this doesn't happen to you. It begins at exactly 12 in the AM. You turn off every light in your house. Write your name on a piece of paper and light a candle. From that moment on, you're being followed. For the next hour, you must walk through your home in complete darkness. If the candle goes out, relight it immediately, because when it goes dark, something gets closer. People who've played say they hear breathing behind them, see shadows move without light, and feel hands brush past their neck. If the candle stays lit until 1 a.m., the game ends. But if it goes out one last time, you're not alone anymore, and whatever found you never leaves. Would you play the midnight game? Let me know in the comments.